shit, when you hear that music, you run, because something's coming to kick your ass. And here's Kawalski. He's got a Swampert. I don't want him to set up rocks. I'm hoping that he knows that I hate suicide stuff and I wouldn't do it. Of course, this is the one time that I do have a suicide lead. So that didn't work, and he went for a hit, which trying to predict my best buddy over there didn't work out so well. Anyway, so I'm thinking of what to switch to, because I don't want to lose him just yet. And I don't really have too many options, which becomes quite a big theme. So I go to Bliss just because I know Swampert isn't going to do Squidouche to it, and maybe I can get something going if he wants to switch. So I'm going to try and charm him, hoping that he goes to something else and I'll be A-okay. But he doesn't, so it's like, man, that stinks. And I'm thinking, well, maybe now that he's charmed, now he'll switch. Let's go for another charm and see if I can land something there. So I go for another one, and he stays in again and decides to blow me away. So I'm like, well, what the hell? This sucks. Anyway, in comes my own pert, but this one's got choice band. So I've got to pick something, and I believe I go with Waterfall for just kidding. I switch immediately. That's interesting. And I forget why I did that, but I did. And he gets his Stealth Rock up in the end anyway, so that was just wonderful on my part. So now he leaves, however, and I decide to switch from Charm over to Thunder Wave, and it's a good thing that he did switch finally. And I'm able to get a Paralyze on that, which is cool. But it does have Explosion, so even if I Charm it, it's going to just make up for the attack drop. So I go to Swampert because I figure it's probably going to be least helpful. And he gets Paralyzed, which is sweet. So hit him with the Waterfall, doesn't quite kill him, and there's a Reflect, which makes me think, well, that sucks. And I'm just going to go for another one because that's what I do. And, honestly, until this point right here, I completely forgot about that Reflect. I was stunned at how little that did, and now it makes sense. But whatever. So in comes a Dragonite, and I'm like, lols, it's Cosments. But Dragonite is still extremely fearsome. After he gets up 1 DD, they may as well be the same guy. So I switch to Bliss, the only thing that has potential to take him. I know I'm going to need my Swampert to either land a Stone Edge or an Ice Punch on him, and he hits me with a Waterfall, which was very surprising. I didn't even know it could learn Waterfall, and that hurt. That hurt. I'm not even sure if I can survive another hit. So I'm thinking, do I want to Soft Boil and try? Do I want to Thunder Wave it? I didn't see an item, so there's a chance it could be Lum, but I'm predicting it's got to be Choice Banded since it did so much. So I go for a Soft Boil because I figure I'll probably live with just a little bit. And after doing the math, and it turns out I do, and then Lefties kicks in. So I'm hoping that now he sees that it's fruitless, it's futile, and he'll want to switch. So I go with another T-Wave, and unfortunately he brings the same guy back in, which sucks for me. And I'm still fearing Explosion, even if he doesn't have it. So I'm mad. I'm thinking, do I want to go to my Suicide lead? Do I want to go back to Swampert? It's just a matter of who do I care about least is really all it's going to be. And if he doesn't want to, or if he doesn't explode, I got to make sure I can still do something. So it's just a big matter of that going on. There's nothing Bliss can do here because she's got Charm. She doesn't have S-Toss. So I go back to this guy because I don't care about him, and he gets paralyzed again, which he would have. He told me he did pick Explosion that time. So I get lucky. But now it's just a matter of, do I use Pursuit to guarantee that I kill a Zelf and then risk not getting Stealth Rock up of my own, or do I go for Stealth Rock and risk a Zelf surviving? I went for Stealth Rock. A Zelf survives, goes away, and there's still not a darn thing I can do. So I'm going to hope that he tries to Roar or something else, thinking that I'll switch, and I stand for a hit. Because of Reflect, that does nothing as well, and GameFAQs goes away, so that sucks. Reflect is at least gone, so looking at my team, I've got a Sizer, I've got a Gyarados, I've got a Bliss and a Pert. I pretty much just picked a grab bag of guys. I'm sorry, Kowalski, I didn't take you seriously, and I'm biting it now. So offensive teams are not my style, but that's what I went with, and I'm not happy about it because I've got 0 options right now. HP Grass is the most obvious thing in the world, but I'm still forced to go with it because I just have that few number of options. I have to, which really sucks. So I'm afraid of Will-O-Wisp. But I'm expecting him to substitute because that's what Gengars do. So I stay in for 1 turn, which is cool. And I'm starting to get worried. I'm like, great, it's probably one of those sub-Pain Split variants, and it's just going to be annoying as hell to take down, even though it's not going to do anything. So at this point, Blightning is my least useful guy, I think. So I stay in, and he puts me to sleep, which I'm like, man, That was a huge move. The 2 turns of Parahacks were nice, but not really that big of a deal because I didn't do anything with those turns. That Hypnosis put me in a dramatic hole. Because now I still got to switch. He's going to get a free sub, and there is not squid douche I can do. At this point, I'm still thinking he's Pain Split, so going to Bliss is just going to waste an hour of time, and Kowalski and I don't want to do that to each other. Going to Gyarados ain't going to be smart. Going to Sizer is pretty much the only thing I got, but I don't want to reveal him just yet. And even if I do, Swampert's going to come back in, or Dragonite for that matter, and still do nothing. So I pretty much have to go to Swampert, which is what I do. And I am blown away that he switches. I can't imagine why he does, but he did. So I totally clueless. In comes Blissey. I don't want to get toxicked. That's what I'm thinking these modern day metagame kids do. It's got a Japanese name, so that's bizarre as hell. I have no idea what to expect from that. So I'm just going to get the heck out, go to a Bliss of my own, because I know that if it's going to have any chance to survive Dragonite, it's going to need more hit points. Because he took just under half from Waterfall, and Dragon Claw or Outrage is going to be at least 50% stronger. So in comes this guy, and I'm like, great, can I even take a Waterfall from him? I don't know. I'm going to go with the T-Wave, though, and force him to use Taunt if he has it, or just flat out force him to kill me. So unfortunately, Kowalski apparently is a mind reader and knew exactly what grab bag pokes I was going to bring, and goes with a freaking sub. So I'm like, this is wonderful. Things couldn't be going worse, and at this point, again, I have 0 options. Swampert, I figure, is probably going to be my most worthless poke. I need Evire to kill Swampert. I need Swampert to kill Dragonite. He can also kill Gyarados. Evire can kill Gyarados, theoretically. I kind of need it all. Blissey needs, in order to survive, Blissey and his other guy, so I don't have anything. So I'm going for Stone Edge as much as I hate it, and he's just subbing down. I'm thinking, you prick, you know I'm going to miss, so you're just subbing, douchebag. Anyway, so at this point I'm thinking I got to just keep going for it, and he was thinking Substitute or Waterfall, so I figure he didn't sub. Maybe he doesn't have enough to make it. And so I spend a lot of time thinking, and I figure Gyarados for an Intimidate and then kill him, or bring in Sizer. I do a calc, or somebody else does a calc for me. I can do 85 to 101, and he's at 87. I literally did 85 points of damage, the exact minimum. So I don't kill him, he gets his Leechy, it's a Flail Gira, and that's it, folks. Nothing I can do with minimum damage there except shrug and laugh it off, but that's what happened. So the absolute worst beatdown I've ever been given in my life, but I'd rather have nobody else do it than my best friend Kowalski. So hell of I guess it was fun. It was embarrassing and it sucked and I felt like crap during the whole match, but what can you do, man? Good game. Thanks for playing.